Burna Boy is somebody that you can tell they have brand, they have team, they know what they are doing. They're not just doing anything by mistake. Now, even though you want to force them to make a mistake, they can rewrite their mistake around you. You won't even know.
The celebs Nigerians love. Burna Boy is not in their top 2 or top 3.
What do you mean by it?
Like, in terms of, like, love. He has never been loved at home. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. We back like we never left.
Yes, sir.
You already know the vibe. You know where we at.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is CTDAMEDIA.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I go by Big Vic, and I have my
you already know.
The one and only Idon of Houston.
No, yes, Idon for all around the world, sir. How
you doing, my guy? What's in this song? What's in
they
play?
I did.
What's in happen?
I did like, bro. No, come on for here.
Shout out to all, followers that's been following us on all platforms. The ones that have been subscribing, be it in passing or just.
I like this. Wait, sorry, I kind of thought it. Oh, you can't be like, say, who's your daddy? Baba just, you go back to Nigeria,
I take them
like
back.
the cow,
take them back. Yeah,
you went back to Southwest. Like,
take them back.
You combine everything.
Normal P.
You go,
normal P.
Yeah, you won't make me no call you Dogu for you.
I beg. So, let's get back to the drawing board, my bro.
Right.
So, this is what's going on now. Like, we thought this thing actually died down. But for some reason, it keeps coming up and coming up and coming up. This Burna Boy and Obi Cubana back and forth going up. For our audience that don't know what's going on, give them up to speed.
Thank you for
So
that.
it started off with what?
I think what I would say is I can't really put a point to it, but it's more like saying somebody's trying to be loyal to one part of the thing.
Okay.
Obi Cubana is not a musician.
Okay.
But he's a businessman that understand like today Nigerian music world entertainment is all about Cubana Chief Priest. Respectfully, Cubana Chief Priest is what we're talking about. He's trying to use that thing to build his business. You know, he's somebody that was with Obi Cubana from there to Davido. I did a review. He know how to manage the business, but then when I realized that I was competing with Burna Boy about bantering on social media, I realized that you're not doing it right. Because you can't do it with somebody that have a fan base. You don't have a fan base. You're leveraging 30 bridges that Davido is not even going with you on that fight you're fighting.
Do we have, I'm sorry to cut you off, do we have the genesis of where this whole thing just started?
I think
from what we know.
I think it started because everybody was saying Burna Boy is trying to do some PR because he's about to drop some songs. And he talked about seeing some people that have properties in some places that's, go get it right. And Obi Cubana just pick it up. Standing for, I believe, for the video. Like, okay, you can't just rubbish my friend. And from there, it becomes where it becomes Obi Cubana and
Cubana Chief Priest.
Cubana Chief Priest, Burna Chief Priest with
Burna Boy.
But Burna Boy is good in is just catching trips. I feel like that's what Burna Boy is doing.
But do you feel like for the kind of international star Burna Boy is, why would he be catching crews with Chief Priest of all people?
Yeah, I think
like why do you need why do you feel that's because that's what people are saying? I'll give my take, but what do you think about that?
It's a human being. That's just my take.
Okay.
Burna Boy is a human being. You can't keep working at people and you feel like they won't react. That's one. Two, I said this, they allowed it. We all know Burna Boy is not somebody that over 2 days will not collect his phone. He will tell you, I'm all for. So all these things to me, the question is Cubana Chief Priest. Do you have a plan? Because you could tell Burna Boy has a plan and he's backing it up. Right. So you're literally fumbling your bag, your business. It might not affect you today, but they count it for you. Right. It's a count now. Now you come up with saying you're about to do music, you tag some set of people. You're dragging those people into your fight. They don't want to be in your fight. You're the one.
You just mentioned Peruzzi.
Davido too did not even. Davido might be enjoying it, but intentionally stayed out of it, which means you should have just stayed out of it to take your L. But then you now start saying like somebody's threatening your life, bro. I don't think you gotta go like that because Burna Boy is doing this thing and is backing it up with a reason. They might even end up making you a song with this thing, but Burna Boy will not make a song about Obi Cubana actually. So for me, he's just falling into the trap of Burna Boy using him for his own whatever it is. Because right now Burna Boy is in the news. Burna Boy needs it. Internationally, based on your question, I don't think Burna Boy is doing anything wrong because Burna Boy is not even bantering with him. It's intentionally to some people. He picked it up and they give him his own verse and Burna Boy went back to his own thing.
Okay. So do you feel like, I'll ask you this question and I'll word it in this way. Do you really feel like, is it tarnishing any Burna Boy's image? Is there something... Are we having more, because we've always had Burna Boy's haters, right? Is Burna Boy building more haters with all these things going on?
It's his needs,
especially in Nigeria. First of all, I have a feeling like I have a list of, in terms of Nigerian, I'll just say the celebs Nigerians love. Burna Boy is not in their top 2 or top 3.
What do you mean by it?
Like in terms of like love, he has never been loved at home.
Yeah.
Compared to how Wizkid is being loved, compared to how I think even Davido, in my opinion.
But he built his brand like around it too.
Right, exactly.
He knew
what he was doing, and he's okay with it.
Yes.
Being loved internationally, then even mainly from his home, and he loves it, and it's working for him. Like let's get that out the way.
Yeah.
He loves it. So do you feel like at this stage is he building more hatred towards him? His own people hating him more? What do you think about that?
That's his brand. That's what. So Burna Boy is somebody that you can tell they have brand, they have team, they know what they are doing. They're not just doing anything by mistake. Now, even though you want to force them to make a mistake, they can write their mistake around you. You won't even know.
Okay.
When last, now everybody, it wasn't about him alone. I won't want to drag the name, but she tried. But they used their PR. And when I use the word PR, people always think it's about just dropping content. It does not stop there. Your brand.
You always emphasize that
because there's a lot. The reason why I said is there's a lot of back end that people don't get to know. That means you're not in the business,
right?
Because if you're in the music business, half of conversation outside, there's more inside. If you listen to Media and Spiral, they tell about like they want to make a music with Davido, and some people said those are the back end. Those are the people that will make you realize that okay, maybe you don't talk, you are performing a wonder, and you need people. So for me, Burna Boy team have everything. They already got a Grammy. Tells you they have a plan. Now, respectfully, I don't want to go into that because of what is going on, but you could still see. I want to say this. Somebody was saying this has been around. Burna Boy is not the first person I go close to. I'm a little bit barren to that because it's about this disrespectful thing going on. Burna Boy is not the first person that was close to Diddy. Right. He's not the first artist.
Of course.
But now he said in a song for them, I know this route. I'm not the first person that'll be on the route. Whatever y'all do, I didn't do it to. I just want y'all know. Now I can say this why. There's a split between how the first Grammy came, the second one didn't go like that. That should tell you nothing didn't happen. Because if it happened, the communication of the business will continue. But Burna Boy is never going to say that. It's a brand.
And that's what a lot of, you see, so people are, they kept going on with those,
because
with those throws. Because they feel like, yes, they just wanted, I feel like they just wanted something to say. To stain his Grammy, that Grammy number, that winning that he won, that Grammy award, they're trying to stain that Grammy in all costs.
They will stain it, right? Because Nigerian music business is built around toxic way of growing your brand.
Okay.
So it's just, and that's why I said Burna Boy, no, he built himself around it. Burna Boy has been hate. Sorry to use the word hate. Before he became famous.
Before he became global.
So what they do is this, they build around it. So you guys gonna hate us, we'll show you that. And they show us, and what Davido went to Diddy that they couldn't make, Whiskey went to, because the picture is there. Burna Boy went through some kind of way. We see the results, but then we see the results in the second verse when the next album came out. And I'm a critic, I listen to their lyrics. He said it in the song.
No, he did.
So if you, and I know this artists know too. The artists, his colleagues know. It is the fan base that
are dragging it. So this is the thing, right? And I like the fact that you mentioned. You already know, I'm one of the biggest. I'm one of the biggest Burna Boy fans you could ever think of. And it's been day one. It didn't start from It started from Like to Party.
I always say that.
From day one. So day one. So I listened to his, and going back to his lyrics, I listened to all his lyrics. All these things, right? If you really want to know an artist, listen to what he says, right? So when you notice the way this guy moves and what he talks about, you understand that you just know his lane. He knows where he stands. He knows what he does. When he was telling, because sometimes we just listen to, especially Nigerian music, we listen to the music for the vibe. We don't catch the lyrics of what this person is actually saying. When he tells you, say, I don't be one of those men where they fear to fuck nyash. My guy, check him, people don't care. They see it as a vibe. He's literally telling you.
They just don't like the fact that he's up there.
But he's literally telling you. He's probably been around a situation like that. He was like, nah, I'm not playing that shit. That's not my type of thing. And he always says how people always hate on him, especially his own people, where he's from.
That's why I said PR too. He sings about it too.
And he sings about it all the time from the beginning, all the time. So I'll go back and ask you, I'm going to just switch up again, still on this Burna situation. Like people are also coming with Akpi, Spped Darlington, right? He's still in jail. You know, what's going on? Do you feel like at this point right now, he's still in jail. He spent his Christmas there, New Year's there. for whatever. I mean, the first time they said it was Burna that actually made him put him in jail, and now he came out and then he went back again. What I'm hearing, the reason why he went back for the second time was because he was supposed to pay some fines, which he flew to America, right, and came back and didn't pay the fine. So they caught him for that for not paying that bill, for not paying that fine. So that's why they put him back in. So Cubana Chief Priest came out. Hey, you know, I'll don't worry, Spped Darlington, I'll take you out. He hasn't taken him out right now. He's still there. So my question to you is that what do you think this Akpi and Burna situation? Do you feel like Burna it's not in Burna's hands no more, or do you feel like Burna could do more to bring Akpi or Spped Darlington out from this jail?
Okay, so in that area, it's kind of complex.
Okay,
we can't really go into it like in full, but I will just paraphrase this. Don't think you're above the law. That's one. So what I think Akpi was doing, if I'm saying the name correctly.
Yeah, your Spped Darlington.
Yeah, Spped Darlington was the fact that don't let fame or people that you attend, like you entertain online, get you out of your context to realize that, which respectfully, a lot of artists are not even knowledgeable enough to understand that there's some law that abide everything you think you can just say because you're saying it. Now, if you make a music, they can say it's just something you're creating. But when you continuously go online to go after a big brand like Burna, I don't think anything is wrong in how they. Now we might say how they move the first time is wrong. Now they bail you out. They warned you about it. Don't be so carried away because you have the privilege of social media that you can just put your phone on and you don't think those people have big names. Not just Burna alone. There are people that sign, that they put money on the name Burna. They're not going to be quiet. That's why every time I see that, I'm like, why do you get so naive, thinking it's only Burna that is involved in Burna? If Burna doesn't want to fight, what about the people that put money behind Burna? They will fight for Burna, even Burna does not even talk. So Nigeria keeps saying that is ignorant of saying there's a law of a land where you stay in. If the law warned you about a certain people that have a brand, don't be carried away and feel like I just run your mouth.
Okay,
that's
good. Now I'll actually piggyback on more what you just said, right? Cubana, going back to Cubana, right? Cubana Chief Priest kind of like did the same thing, talking about oil. You know, you got fucked in your ass. That's why you got. Why is Burna not arresting him?
Because the context of how it's being used is different. Okay. Don't forget, Spped Darlington.
Oh, why is Burna brand whatever? Whoever.
Yeah, no, Spped Darlington is doing it continuously.
Okay.
Chief Priest is about just bantering with Burna. We can still kind of just having a joke. When you put on your camera, you start running your mouth about something, standing it back to back to the level where you make a music and you're creating a narrative because you are a brand too. People will believe you now. Spped Darlington is a big name. Chief Priest or Big Cubana saying it that he's getting away with things is because of the context. I believe, for me, the context of how it's being used. That's one. Two, everybody have rules. If you want to fight a fight, make sure you have some people. Cubana have some people. Chief Priest, Cubana have some people. Akpi have fans. Fans they will not follow you if they pick. Yeah, so it's a two different world. I use that in context of saying that again, like, okay, that might be one of the rules. And again, not to debate a little bit, when we know about some people spraying dollars, the people that went to jail, the people that didn't went to jail, that's another thing to let you understand how power moves too. So I think that's one thing Cubana might think, Cubana Chief Priest is trying to use to back himself, but I think lately he too, the part of using police is because the video is not going with you. So yeah, we have to end it there. So somebody's coming for my life, which I think is right. And I think Burna Boy have left him to be on his own bantering about that. They've moved on to the next part. Yeah.
All right.
But I think it's a good thing for Nigerians to learn from Spped Darlington. And Nigeria are becoming serious about it. This 2025. Like, at least have some kind of decorum in how you want to choose your word, because you can influence a lot of people. Just because you don't think you can influence people, can influence people that they can go after some other people. So the better they stop you, so you don't escalate things. And whatever every artist in Nigeria think just using content to make them tell, it's no more working. People are already noticing it like this. Move to the next one. Yeah, that's just for me.
All right. I think that should wrap that up. Appreciate you, my G,
sir,
for breaking everything down.
I like your outfit though.
About this
just fly. We would look like somebody will go to the moon. You look like somebody will go talk about. But we did. We did with it. Anyway, I want to say this. For anybody that might be watching us, if you have any brand and a business that you like to promote, that you want us to have in our podcast, you can always reach out to us on our email, or you can DM us on our social media page, CTDAMEDIA. We'll definitely have your products. We'll definitely have your themes. If you want to sponsor this particular, each episode, we can work with you, and definitely we'll make sure we'll get your product into the world. And if you have something you like to talk about, you can reach out to us too. Definitely now you can afford to come down to have an interview with any of us. It might be me and Big Vic. It might be Big Vic. We're down here to make sure we can get you to the next level you want. This is CTDA, and we're not trying to just connect the dots. We're trying to make sure we can bridge all the gap in between all different continents around the world. And to the next episode, it's gonna be Big Vic. It's gonna take us out of this.
All right, until next time, my people. Thank you very much for listening, and thank you for keep subscribing, be it in passing or religiously, whatever way you guys usually check us out. We appreciate you guys. We cannot thank you guys enough. If it's not for you guys, trust me, we won't be here. We're trying to give you guys the best content that we can, and we're growing. We're not there yet. We keep working hard every day, and we'll keep working hard for you guys.
Yes, sir.
And that's on God. All right, we're gonna keep working hard. So thank you very much. Until next time, we say peace and love as we continue to connect the dot. We out.